If you look from a distance at one stranger on the street, what chance do you have of guessing their secrets? Where they plan to have dinner tonight, what film they plan to see at the weekend, which way they'll vote in the next general election? Not easy, but how much more difficult to work out the plans of 100 people, 1,000, 1,000,000, an entire population. An election is millions of individual decisions combined together to produce one collective decision, the will of the people. It should be unknowable in advance, an impenetrable mystery. But if you can solve the mystery, you literally unlock the destinies of us all. You'd have known in 2014 that Scotland was almost ready to become an independent country.
No.
But not quite. You'd have known in 2016 that Britain wanted, for whatever reason, to plunge headlong into the mess of Brexit.
The UK has voted to leave the European Union.
Opinion polls aim to give us that knowledge by hacking into those millions of individual decisions, asking a representative sample how they plan to vote, and then extrapolating to the whole population. Sometimes the results are uncannily accurate, sometimes they're misleading. But they're usually closer to the truth than any other method you can think of. The real problem with opinion polls is not their lack of accuracy, but how they're used and abused. A partisan newspaper might want to use a poll result to sap the morale of its political opponents. It might want people to believe that an election or referendum result is a foregone conclusion, and that everyone should pack up and go home. Or it might get the numbers it wants to report by commissioning a polling firm to ask a question in a slanted way. These are very real problems in a country like Scotland, where the vast majority of polls are commissioned by the anti-independence media. What is needed is a counterweight, a corner of the media that can provide a reality check about polls from a pro-independence perspective, that can separate out what the polls actually say from what the unionist media would like us to believe. Get a real insight into what the crowd is planning at scotgoespop.blogspot.com.